Hello again, and welcome to PowetToys. I am your host Crazy, and today we've got Lynx.
Action figures.
In 2007, Takara Tomy announced that the next figure in their Encore line of reissues was going to be Lynx. Now, that's sort of funny because in 1986, when Lynx was initially released in the United States and elsewhere, he was not available in Japan, nor thereafter. It was only with this most recent release, 22 years later, that Lynx was available at retail in Japan for the first time. So when we refer to him as a reissue, just bear that in mind. Inside the packaging, we find this large tray which houses the shuttle portion of Lynx, the directions and sticker sheets, along with the transport module part of Lynx. The instructions included with Lynx are of course very different than those included with most figures in the original American release. The original instruction booklets, no matter their size, all folded up into one standard final size, with a cover that featured character art with the name and the faction. They were practically trading cards. And they have the highest collectability value of instruction booklets from any other era of Transformers. I'm not even sure if there is any value associated to the instruction booklets from any other series. Here is the shuttle section of Lynx. The bay doors on top of the shuttle actually open up and reveal some gold chrome insert in there. If you were to come across a Lynx today from the original release, oftentimes you'll find it damaged. The white of the shuttle is oftentimes yellowed due to exposure to the sun and time. Also, parts of the neck and the tail are often broken as well, but I'll point those out to you once we've transformed them. First I want to show how the transport module and the shuttle connect, however. Here's the transport module. You can see three large pegs on the top surface of the module. You'll also note that they look very similar to Mini-Con pegs. They are quite a bit larger, however, but still interesting to note. These three pegs attach to the bottom of Lynx's shuttle piece. And you can see one hole there, and another right between these red pieces, right here. That's where those pegs fit. I'm just going to connect them. They fit nice and snug. So here's our combined vehicle mode, the shuttle with the transport module. Let's take a closer look at the shuttle mode. Alright, we're going to transform the shuttle. And the first thing we do is we're going to take this little thruster part, we're going to pull it out, just like that, so it's only out just a little bit, and then we're going to rotate it to one side, just like that, and that's going to leave an opening for this fin to come on out. And we're just going to pull. There we go. And our tail is out. Now, as I said before, this is a common piece that kids would pull out really hard and break off. And that's saying something because that takes a lot of effort, but just something to note. Now that we pulled this tail out, we're going to move his feet out next. You can see his two legs right here with his claws upside down. So we're just going to pull those out. The legs move independently, which is nice. And we're just going to flip the legs like that. And that. And bring them down. Like so. And next we're going to fold the wings out. So right here, you can see a blue line. There's actually a tab right here that we're going to pull out just like that. And then there's another tab right around here, and that extends just like that. So that wing is fully out, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Pull out, and again, just like that. And we are almost done transforming Skylynx. Next comes the front piece of this shuttle. The first thing we do is flip this little piece up. I'm just going to hold it there with my finger. And we're going to gently pull up like that. There are two pegs. There's a peg on this side and on the other side that will come out. You'll see those. See that right there. And we're just going to gently pull, and the joints will glide out and the neck will stretch. This is another piece, as I said before, that was often broken by kids because they were pulling too hard, and we're going to want this piece to do a 180, but we want this piece to be straight up and down like that. So I am going to lift this up, flip this around, bring this guy down, and then back down we go. There. And last but not least, let's open the jaw. Just like that. And here we have our transformed prehistoric bird section of Skylynx. Here's the transport module. It has a very simple transformation, so let's have a look. Basically, this front piece is going to flip up just slightly, and the head is going to fold out, and it's just going to hang out there just like that. Next, we're going to move this leg down, and you're going to hear it snap right there. What that's doing is it's locking into position, and you're not going to be able to move it one way or another after that. One problem with the original was that once it locked into place, a lot of kids would still try and move it and end up breaking the leg off. Now, to move it again, there's actually a little red release button next to each leg, because all four legs snap into place. But to move them again, you want to press this release button and then move the leg while holding the button down, and then it's free to move again until it's back in position. So I'm going to do the same thing with all three other legs. Just move it until you hear the loud snap, and then fold the foot down. Just like that. And then in the back we have two tails that we're just going to pull out. 1, 2. Just like that. And here we have our Lynx form. Now, to combine the two modes, both the Lynx and the prehistoric bird, basically all I need to do is fold in this head on the Lynx, and we have a base for the prehistoric bird. On the prehistoric bird, what we do is we fold in these feet. So we put the claws so they're upside down once again, and then bring it right in back to the undercarriage. So we have all three of those peg holes available to post into these pegs. And they'll just fit snugly on and connect. And here we have our combined Lynx figure. Now, on the bottom of the transport module, you'll note this black piece right here. If I shift this down and then pull it out, it's a battery compartment. Excuse me. And I've placed 2 batteries in there already. So I'm just going to flip it back up and lock it in place. Now you'll note there are 2 switches on here. This on-off one right here, and this walk and roll one. And I'll show you what those do right now. So I'm going to set it to roll because it's in the transport module mode. And if I set it to on, basically it rolls. And you can set these little wheels here so it'll turn in whatever direction you want, or just go straight. And of course, we put our shuttle on top, like so. Turn it on. And there goes our shuttle. I'm very excited to be able to show you this because I have never been able to find a Lynx with all of its electronics functioning properly. So let's take a look at that walk function. I'm going to just transform the Lynx module very quickly. And like so. And we're going to set it to walk. And I'm going to turn it on. It doesn't work too terrific on this surface because it's a little slippery, but it certainly does walk forward, and that is pretty cool. Of course, we can do it in the combined mode as well, so let me just transform the shuttle real quick. And I'm just going to put the head down here and put the shuttle on the Lynx part. And we are fit snugly. Alright, and here is the combined mode with the walk function. I love it when functionality like this is included, and I'm glad I was able to pick this up and be able to share it with you guys. Well, it looks like I'm out of time for today. I hope you liked Lynx as much as I did. Remember to check out Powet.tv for all of the latest news on gaming, comics, toys, movies, music, and a whole lot more. And until next time, remember kids, open your toys. They're not going to open themselves.